You're in the meeting, the VP is there, the SVP is there. He asks you to weigh in on a specific initiative. You gave your recommendation, you gave how they need to mitigate the risk. You also gave what would happen provided they followed through with it. They nodded their head, they said yes, and they did the exact thing that you stated they should not do and moved on. 6 months later, it failed exactly the way you predicted, and somehow you were in the debrief pulled up with everyone as if you didn't tell them the recommendation and or what would mitigate the risk. You watched the entire decision unfold in a direction you already knew was wrong. Maybe you sent information, maybe you did an email, maybe you followed up in another meeting about how to mitigate those risks, and yet and still they carried on with the same thing that you told them not to do. There is a specific reason why your intelligence, your expertise, your track record is not landing with the boardroom. That is not a communication problem. That is not a timing problem. That is a leadership influence architecture problem. Here's the thing. The answer is not to be louder. It's not to send more data. I work with VPs, SVPs, those in executive leadership just like you who have the appropriate information. That is not about more data. This literally is about positioning. Boom. Influence at the executive level is not about being the smartest in the room. At the executive level, it is about being the one who knows how to position exactly what needs to be said so that it lands well. You get what you want, the organization loves it, and then you move forward. It is about your perspective shaping the room before the decision gets made, which means you have to have input, insight, glean information prior to the meeting. Essentially, you're having a meeting before the meeting. So in that meeting before the meeting, you've got to position it properly. You've got to build your coalition, and then you have to create the narrative or own that narrative. So when you actually get into the meeting, you've already got the influence necessary and or know and understand the risks to make this information land well. The organization then understands exactly who you are as a leader. Boom. Here's why this matters, because every single decision in your leadership that goes the wrong way because it did not land well is a missed opportunity to show you executive level leadership. Executive level impact is what is costing you, and that is what decisions are based on. So, what do you need? Strategic visibility. What else? Positioning, creating the narrative, and then building the coalition that supports exactly what you're doing. If you want more, this is what we discuss in the Leadership Alchemy Masterclass on May the 16th at 4 o'clock, or the Executive Identity Audit, where you and I, for 1 hour exactly, sit and diagnose the challenges that you have with leadership influence, how you're going to stop leaking that authority, what you need to happen for the impact, and then close the deal. This is all about you, your leadership, and how you're going to build that influence. Do not get waitlisted. I will see you there. Happy leading.